Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to a new segment of Rip a Funnel Tuesday. I'll be analyzing a marketing funnel end to end, starting from the ad copy and the offer, down to the landing pages and all the different automations that are received once I filled out the form to claim the offer. Today's case study is Remote Closing Academy. I found them on YouTube through a pre-roll video. It was a 4-minute long video. Usually I've seen 2 minutes or 1 minute videos, but he tried to communicate a lot through here by escalating, if you may, your curiosity, how you can generate X amount of revenue working remote and how other people did it, etc. So it was a 4-minute long, but it does communicate the offer clearly. And once I click on the link, you can see right here, barely any attribution built directly into the link, but perhaps he is using some third-party platforms like maybe HubSpot that is doing a follow-on the attribution. Okay, if you're not sure how attribution can help you find your return on ad spend, it's certainly worth looking into because you need to know where your leads are coming from once you start running different campaigns on different channels. Let's look at the landing page itself. This is the landing page. Very bare minimum, no branding, no design, just a straight up headline, a form with a phone validation, and I'll get to that in a second. He wanted my phone number, and that's it. There aren't any URLs or links on the top, no case studies, no social proof, no other additional videos here. It was just straight up a form. And that could be and that could explain why he spent 4 minutes on the YouTube video. However, I would have liked to see a little bit more content on here. Once I filled out the form, this is the page where you could actually watch his video. Okay, it was a Wistia video. Again, this page is very short. There's an apply button on the top with a headline of what I'm getting. Another apply now below. And then there is the video right here. Okay. The video has the play button and the skip disabled, just the play button on or pause it. I think that's a strategy just to force me to go through the entire content. I would have liked to maybe skip through it, but that was done by disabling the player's controls. But to summarize it for you, the video, it just was him recording himself on camera, very low budget filming, and also a basic PowerPoint presentation, not more branding or design going on as well. Anybody can do this, and I think if you have the expertise to teach people something, you can put something together like this in no time. All right, now obviously it shouldn't stop here. There are additional items to follow. They want me to apply now to see if I'm interested in their high ticket item. So they're giving away the first video, which by the way is following the same exact techniques of dozens that I've videos that I've done before. They tell the story of how they started making 6 figures, 7 figures, and how person XYZ also did the same, right? And how you can take control of your life. Here's why, and here's how. And then they start kind of getting into the punchline and at the end into the hook. Okay, very similar strategy to a lot of the videos you see. Does it work? It does with some people. Should you follow the same technique? It's totally up to you. I think speaking from the heart and telling a real story is really the way to go. All right, so apply now takes me to an actual just type form. They created a third-party type form that asks me for a little bit more information, which at this point becomes redundant because I already provided a lot of these information below, but it's okay, sorry. But the type form technically answers the short questionnaire below to take control of your time, income, and impact to becoming a remote sales closer. So this is technically the whole pitch, is teaching you how to become a remote sales closer. So these are the 3 landing pages that they utilized. Very simple, basic. I think they're lacking a lot of elements of good branding, good flow of content, but it does it does the end goal in a very compact way. Let's look at the emails together, you guys. These are all the emails that are received from them. Okay, so in a matter of about 2 weeks, I received 11 emails. First, let's analyze the sender from. It's going out from a person, which I really like, so good job on that. They didn't use generic emails, and we highly recommend using real people to send out emails. Let's look at the subject lines. Starting from the bottom, the video download. This is the exact video that I was redirected to before, I believe. I'll get to the content in a second. Then you have forward, just making sure you saw this. New YouTube video, the 25mm VSL framework. So this is almost like a ratio of 2 emails per day until it gets to the third, fourth day, and then it skips 2 days and so on. Want to make 20K without having a business, product, or service. So it's all about making more money and making more money. This is kind of the theme of all the emails as it seems. Okay, success, why people never succeed online, and so on. Let's analyze a few of these emails, including the first. All right, so this is the first confirmation email. Nothing was personalized here, you guys. We usually recommend personalizations in email, which they haven't used. But what they've done is removed all the branding. It doesn't look like it's inbox. It doesn't have the feel of an inbox sent email, which is usually full width. It is designed, but it doesn't have a lot of HTML. They are fully compliant by including these on the bottom, which are the address, unsubscribe, and preferences. You must include these if you are sending emails, especially business emails, for general spam compliance purposes. Here it says, thank you for downloading my video and how I've earned 30 to 40K a month in net commissions and nothing but my iPhone and a 3x5 note card. Sounds pretty good, you know, from a pitch perspective, but there's definitely a catch here. Let's look at the second email, just making sure you saw this. Now they're asking, this is another person. It says, this is Jirash from Cole.Gordon team. The other day you requested access to our training on how our students are making 30 to 40K. Just want to make sure you saw this. I've copied the original email below. And here's a link to book me directly. So if I click on it, let's see where it takes us. All right. It's taking me back to the type form. So they're not using a calendar invite. They're using the same type form I showed you before. All right. More of these emails. The 25 million VSL framework. Our two companies are pacing 25 mil a year. And by the way, I just want to note how the actual URL that they're sending emails from is not the same as the one that I filled up on the site. This could cause confusions, and sometimes I've seen this happen a couple of times, and maybe they have a reason for doing this. Maybe they're running multiple entities, multiple training programs, and trying to bridge cross, you know, reselling the same people, different programs. It could be it, but the two different domains from the sender and from the landing pages that I've visited. All right, so here they're talking about the acquisition system we use for both of them is a video sales letter funnel. Great. So again, this seems like a decent content here. Honestly, I did not watch it, but it's taking me to a YouTube video. Let's see how long it is before there's an ad, as usual. Well, while this is loading, all right, so this is about a 13-minute video. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but obviously he is just talking about the video letter sales process. Okay. Again, more access to the training. You can access the video here. Let's see where that takes us. So he's going back in circles. I believe this is going to take me back to the same video that I watched before. Here you go. And it keeps going on. Yo, okay, that's a great way to greet someone. I'm reaching out because I'm looking to take 10 high performers under my wing and train them to make 20K per month as a remote closer. How accurate this is, I do not know. I really doubt they're going to cap it at 10, but it could be. I really feel like these people are now very much aware of these FOMO techniques. Whether it works or not, again, depends on the person. But I think if they get 20 or 40 or 50, they're not going to say no to that. That's just my personal opinion. All right, if you're unfamiliar with closing, let's see where that takes us. Again, another CTA. They did a good job on including one CTA at a time. So you can see, guys, it's a decent technique. This is another video. Okay, finally, I got new content here. 21-minute video. Okay, wonderful. Keep it coming. Again, just making sure you saw this. Use my calendar link if that's easier. Let's see if now they include a calendar. All right, I don't think it's a calendar. It's a type form. All right, guys, so I won't go through the entire content. I want to see just briefly, they're using HubSpot mail from a sender's perspective. So that most likely means that the ad that was running with the attribution was also done in HubSpot. If I look at the original content, it's passing SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. So great job on that. And all right, let's see here. You know, there are a few others which I won't get to, not to take up too much time here. But you can tell the overall flow of the email is just redirecting me to the first training video. Also, the training academy, which I need to fill out a form, and a few others. All right. Now let's look at another channel of communication they reached out to me through, which was SMS. You can see right here, hey Richard, is just Matt with Remote Closing Academy. Not a robot, lol. So you responded to our ad about getting into inbound remote closing and wanted to see if it could be possible. You open for a quick 5-minute chat today. Let me know. So they deployed SMS heavily. I actually received about 6 messages from them, 5 messages from them over a few days. So they are persistent into getting on conversations with me. So they went multi-channel. They did a good job there. They're inviting conversations, and I think I recommend the same. All right, guys, this is it. Let me know what you think about this funnel. It is using multi-channel for reaching out to me automation-wise. The landing pages were a little bit weak and lacking. The email content is a little bit repetitive. The ad was solid. I think he did a good job on the ad. So I would give it about between 6 and 7 on this funnel, my own personal scoring. But they run it very efficiently is what I give them highest praise for. And they kept it low budget. If you like these videos, like, share, or comment, and I'll see you next week on an upcoming segment. Thank you.